Did you know you could sell USB flash drives with operating systems on it for extra cash? The question is, are you allowed to do that? Well, let's talk about it. Hello everyone, welcome back to another super exciting video discussion. This is just a little question that I had for people watching. So there's not much to see on the screen here. This is just me talking to you. There's something that I always kind of wondered, and I want your opinion on this. So basically, many years ago, I was selling Windows installers on a flash disk. And the question is that illegal or unethical? I don't know. And the way that it started was, many years ago, I used to sell the keys. You know, remember when they would have the sticker keys for Windows 7, Windows 10? I would sell those online or in person because it was hard to find keys back then. Now they have websites and stuff. You don't need to do that anymore. But one time I was selling some parts to somebody on OfferUp, and the guy, he said, "Hey, do you have any, installation flash drives? Because I don't have one." And I said, "Yeah, but, that's the one that I use to reinstall Windows 10 on everything. You can just make your own. Just go online and use the website." And he said, "Yeah, but, I don't have a flash drive, and then I have to go buy a flash drive, and then I have to go download the thing." And for him, it was going to take, an hour. And the thing is, you really can't buy one flash drive. For example, if you go to Walmart and you buy one flash drive, it's like $18. It's ridiculous. So he said, "If you have one, I'll buy it from you, and then you can just make another one yourself." So I sold it to him for $10. So I made another one for myself. And then I thought, I wonder if I can sell these. So I made a couple. I posted them on OfferUp, and they sold. I actually sold 3 in one weekend at one point. And there's no key or anything. It's just the installation file on the flash drive ready to use. And you might think, why don't they just do it themselves? The thing is, it takes a really long time to make one if you're not prepared. And I'm talking about, like the average user, not us, but just the average person that they just want to install it one time. And for $10, it's worth it for them to just buy the installer instead of making one. And how would that make you money? Well, the thing is, back then, even as of last 6 months ago, you could get a 10-pack of 8 gigabyte USB flash drives for $10. And it's basically, they're $1 each for the 8 gigs. And then if you use an installer maker like Rufus, you could make 5 or 6, in one sitting, and you're done. Just label them, and then you could sell them. And then if it's Windows 11, you would need a 16 gigabyte flash drive. So those are a little bit more expensive. So I would charge $15 for those. The thing is, now the prices have gone up. So now it's $18 for a 10-pack of 8 gigabyte flash drives. And it's $28 for a 10-pack of 16 gigabyte flash drives. So the profit's a little bit less. I don't know why they're more expensive now, but so I don't sell them anymore. But I'm just wondering what you think. Is that not legal? I mean, you're not selling the key. You're not selling the software, which you're not really supposed to sell. You're selling the flash drive, which is a physical item that just happens to have the correct piece of software on it. So that's the question. I don't know. At this point, you can't download Windows 10 anymore easily. It's not on the Microsoft website, I don't think, anymore. It's Windows 11 now. So for you to make a Windows 10 installer, you'd have to go find the ISO, dig through some websites, download Rufus, make the installer, have the flash drive or buy the flash drive. And for most people, that's too much work. They would rather just buy the installer. And also, you could potentially sell other flash drives, like, for example, a Linux one, ready to go with Mint or whatever on it. Also, older versions of Windows, for example, Windows 7 is harder to find. And what happens is people will, this happened a lot this summer, people will find their old computer in the garage and they want to restore it, but they don't know how to do it. And they don't remember the password. So what they'll do is they will want to reinstall Windows 7, which came on it originally, but they don't have any way to get the Windows 7 on there. So you could sell Windows 7 installers. You could sell, I used to sell password reset USB sticks for $10. That's not so much a thing anymore. But you can make a few bucks doing it. Now, the thing is, where do you sell them? Most people sell them on eBay. If you go on eBay, you're going to see a bunch of people selling them. I never did that because I feel like at that point you're kind of trying to make a business out of it, and you could potentially get in trouble. You know, you might sell 20 of them and then they might shut down your account because you're selling, illegal software, even though it's not illegal, but they might think it is. Some people sell it on Amazon. I never really thought of doing it that way. I do it in person. That way it's easier. I did actually sell a few hard drives. So basically, I would have a hard drive for sale. Not a SATA hard drive, but like a hard drive. And they would ask me, they would say, is there any way you could put Windows on it for me? So that way when I plug it in, it'll just boot right up. So I did that a few times. That's kind of time consuming. I don't really do that much unless they really, really ask for it. But I would charge about $15 for the drive and then $20 for the installation of Windows, because it takes a long time to install Windows. But I did successfully sell a few. But what I do now is I don't sell physical items anymore. What I do is my advertisement online is Windows restoration. So what that means is they bring their computer to my house. I install the Windows, they pick it up the next day, and I charge $25. To me, that's the best way to make money. You get a customer, they don't have to worry about it. Sometimes, if you just sell the installer, they don't know how to access the boot menu on their computer, and then they'll call you and ask you how to do it, and then it's using a lot more of your time. Plus, when they bring over their computer, they become a customer. Sometimes they want you to clean it out, the dust and stuff, or upgrade it, or, do other things. So it's a better way to make money, I think. You probably would make more selling just the flash drives, but I feel like having a customer from that time on is better than just selling the flash drive. But anyway, that was my question. What do you think? Is it illegal or unethical to sell Windows on a flash drive if there's no key and it's not cracked? That's the question. I don't know. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time. I'll get up, I'll get down.